What are we building? Say it yourself. Robot.
Each week we break down another Breaking Bad episode, in order, and this one is Aaron Paul's favorite, 4 Days Out. I've got 29 details you might not know, including new details based on your comments. This was supposed to be a bottle episode to save money, but ended up being the most expensive episode since the pilot. The first cut was 18 minutes too long, so lots of good scenes were trimmed to fit into the approximately 47 minutes that AMC required. You'll see 2 of those deleted scenes later. We start at Walt's doctor's office, which is really the lobby of Breaking Bad's studio offices, and most of this episode was shot right out here, a 10-minute drive away. And besides the obvious meanings, the 4 Days Out title was also an inside joke.
Out of an 8-day shoot, and we do 5 days out and 3 days in on the soundstage. So this was like a little inside joke. You know, we're going to try to do one that's 4 days out and 4 days in.
You guys really don't need to hang around. We won't even get the results till next week.
4 Days Out.
We're gonna be here. Kidding me?
Despite its flaws, this family is there for each other. We saw it last episode with Walt's pep talk for Hank, and this episode starts and ends with everyone together to support Walt.
These scans are not that difficult to read. I could take one look at Walt's and tell you immediately how he's doing.
Marie's overconfidence is the catalyst to this episode's drama. She leads Walt to believe that the big spot on his scan means the end is near. What allowed Walt to see the scan was a reflection from this photo, which was taken by Vince Gilligan in North Carolina's Outer Banks, where he likes to go on vacation.
The money laundering aspect is fairly straightforward. Not telling your wife aspect? Most people want to know why they suddenly got rich.
How much time they giving you? Weeks, maybe.
Walt, you know what they say about when you assume.
How much money are we laundering?
$16,000.
Congratulations, you just left your family a secondhand Subaru.
Let's just have to cook more.
Yeah.
Walt's gonna mess up more than just Skylar's plans.
We should do something this weekend.
Thinking I should go see Mom.
Captain Cook prefers Captain Crunch.
Clear your social calendar.
They set up this fake payphone at the airport parking garage since it makes for a cool background.
You're going to a museum?
Yeah. Georgia O'Keeffe. She does these vagina pictures or paintings or just painted. I don't know.
You and I need to cook through to next Tuesday.
4 Days Out.
Our methylamin's going bad. Unless stealing another barrel sounds good to you.
Hell no.
Fly safe, okay?
You can see the crew.
White zone is for immediate loading and unloading of passengers only.
This could be a nod to a Frank Zappa song or the movie Airplane.
There's no stopping in the white zone.
No, the white zone is for loading and unloading, and there is no stopping in the red zone.
In which Jonathan Banks appears.
No, he's down, he's down.
It could also be a joke about how Walter White enters and immediately exits the airport.
You brought a meth lab to the airport.
You said we were in a hurry. I saved us a trip.
Go, drive, go, go.
Good morning to you too, man.
Good morning, world. It's a brand new day.
The highway shots weren't planned, but Aaron made a wrong turn.
3 entire bags of Funyuns.
The real reason he closed the curtain is that most of the RV interior shots are filmed on a soundstage, and this avoids the need to green screen the outdoors.
No, not there. That is our workstation. Why don't you try to find a place where it won't get lost, hmm?
They make a point to show us this light, and again in Better Call Saul, but it is definitely not there in other shots. This montage is the last time we see Walt and Jesse cooking in the RV. This is the first Funyun Bryan Cranston ever ate. I'm not sure if it was the last. The director wanted to get this shot of them peeing, even though the producers said no, we don't have time and it's not in the script. So before the official start of filming one day, she snuck it in.
What are we selling for these days?
40 a pound.
$40,000.
And you said raise the prices.
I got confused by this, but your comments helped, so let's dig into this a little. There are 16 ounces in a pound, so 40K a pound is
$2,500 an ounce?
But that was already the price. However, this time they're probably talking about the price they sell to their dealers, which means prices have increased since they'd mark it up from there.
$672,000 each.
And it's unclear exactly where this number comes from. We learn in 2 episodes that they have just over 38 pounds, so either they're subtracting costs or they already had 5 pounds of product before this outing, or a little of both.
Yes! Come on!
Look at them having fun. This might be the happiest both will ever be again.
Yes!
Jesse convinces Walt to take the night off at a hotel since they're ahead of schedule.
Battery's dead.
Back when I asked you to put the keys in a safe place, where did you put them?
The ignition.
Son of a bitch.
Whoa, no, this is not my fault, all right? The buzzer didn't buzz.
I should have known to say, Jesse, don't leave the keys in the ignition the entire 2 days.
I wanted to leave them on the counter, bitch. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, the workstation.
Really pull, not like a girl.
Pull this.
Wipe down this. Well done. This is ruined. Roaming drains the battery.
Walt's hood magically pops onto his head.
Yo, Skinny, come pick us up.
Yo, where are you?
You just crossed the river. Have you seen anything?
Wait.
What river?
Yo, what river? Pete, what the hell river are you talking about, man? There's no river. Yo, Pete, can you...
You know things are serious when he just calls him Pete.
Phone's dead.
Trying to trickle charge the battery. Theoretically, should work. Theoretically.
Apparently it wouldn't work because it would need to be cranked much faster.
It has to work.
To prepare for this, Aaron went a day without drinking water to better appreciate dehydration. There's a tarantula on Walt's hand. They had a scene with it crawling across him, not unlike Malcolm in the Middle, but they had to cut it.
For me, it doesn't spoil, does it? That's not why we're here. Lie much?
Yes, he lies a lot.
Yes! Yes! Mr. White!
That blood was digitally added because the original makeup didn't look right. I think that's a cameraman reflected in Walt's glasses. There's a coyote there, presumably to show how difficult it is to survive out here.
I deserve this.
Everything you did for your family.
All I ever managed to do was worry and disappoint them.
And there's a microphone.
Your body is running dangerously low on electrolytes.
Remember this electrolytes reference for later.
Think of something scientific. You're smart, right? Take some of these chemicals and mix up some rocket fuel, or Cinnaba signal flare, robot, homing device, or build a new battery, or we just take some stuff off of the RV and build it into something completely different. Like a doom buggy.
Do you have any money?
Yes. What are we building?
You said it yourself.
A robot?
A battery.
The robot line wasn't in the script, but a crew member came up with it after filming it wrapped. They liked it so much that they pretended the existing footage was unusable and there was no choice but to refilm that scene.
Remember the electrolytes?
Keep remembering it for later.
What shall we use to conduct this beautiful current with? What one particular element comes to mind?
Wire.
He is so disappointed.
Copper.
That was a real spark. Don't try this at home. This is where one of the El Camino flashbacks fits in, as they do stay at a hotel Monday night to recover.
Gotta eat, gotta hydrate, get those electrolytes you were talking about.
There's the electrolytes payoff.
You're really lucky, that you didn't have to wait your whole life to do something special.
Your family is gonna get every dime they got coming to them.
He repeats that sentiment at the airport.
Whatever happens, your family will get your share. I'll be hearing from you. Yep.
It's too bad Walt can't express how he truly feels about Jesse.
I have your scan results, and you're showing signs of remission.
You know, I think Dr. Delcavoli is a fake doctor. His phone is off and isn't even plugged in.
Your tumor has shrunk by 80%.
I'm confused. Is an 80% a lot?
Mom, yeah. Just when I tried to get out, they pulled me back in.
That's a Godfather quote implying that Walt is Michael Corleone, which is funny because in the last episode Saul compared him to Vito.
No. Vito Corleone?
There's an unintentional middle finger.
Now, that cough is the other thing we need to discuss. You could rupture and bleed to death. This is something that we're going to have to deal with before you leave here today.
Why didn't you tell me?
I'm sorry, I just...
No more secrets, Walt.
So this episode started with Saul telling Walt not to keep secrets from Skylar and ends with Dr. Delcavoli doing the same. Walt now has to live with all the lying, the death he's caused, and the stress of his double life. His quick exit is now gone. This episode's plot was inspired by The Flight of the Phoenix, which is about a plane crash. In it, a character even proposes building a different kind of plane out of the plane wreckage, similar to Jesse's wild brainstorming. Phoenix is also where Jane was born and the title of a later episode. Might Vince have had this in mind?
3 entire bags of Funyuns?
Funyuns are awesome.
How are you even alive?
This is a redo of the original video, so here were the channel members at the time. Hero and Aljon Beast had just joined, and Lost Griff had just suggested our 6 members exclusive emoji, the pink bear. Now, at the time of re-uploading this video, we've got 27 of them, and that's all thanks to members like you. Next week, there's Rot.
So, I got this thing all of a sudden. Rain check.
Sure.
Oh, you're awesome.
And I know it, so watch out.